Hello, everybody. Welcome back to EverGreener. This is Wayne Zan, the co-founder of EverGreener.
And I'm Eric Kapanis, also a co-founder of EverGreener.
This is a wife and husband team. We are so excited to bring our EverGreener goal tracking calendar to you. In our first episode, we talked about our stories, why we brought the EverGreener to the market, and why we think it's so important to make the world a better place by fulfill all the dreams out there and help your dream come true. And in the second episode, we talked about our three categories: the mind, the body, the wealth. Those are three categories we recommend to set goal in those categories and tracking towards the better yourself, better version of yourself. And last time we talked about the mindfulness, why it's so important. So today we want to take some time to talk about the physical health. Right. Why it is so important, guys, to incorporate that in every day in your life.
And this is probably the category that we have both experienced the most and have tried so many different things and trying to find exactly what works for us and what we can stick with, right? And what we really enjoy doing, daily, weekly, monthly, year in and out.
And guys, 100%, we try all those out there, whether it's from diet, vegan, vegetarian, keto, Whole30, all and above, or any kind of exercise you think about, the hip, the
lifting,
the CrossFit, all and above.
Swimming, at-home workouts, badminton, racquetball, tennis.
We did it all. Therefore, we thought, it's important to share some of our advice, our experience with you so you can get started. It doesn't matter where you are today. The more important is get started.
Yeah, and there's so much advice out there, right? I mean, it's it's probably the most Googled thing, right? Like how to lose weight, how to get in shape, right? And from our experience, I think what we can say definitively the most is they all work, right? They all they all can work, right? It really comes down to the individual. And what we are trying to do is not so much steer you in the direction of, follow this diet or follow this exercise routine. Really, we want to more kind of change the mindset in terms of, okay, I'm going to commit to doing this every day or every other day, or I'm going to, make sure I go to the gym twice a week or 3 times a week or 7 days a week. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of up to you, but I think that we just really, as what we found in ourselves and kind of based on the research that we've done is it really doesn't matter as long as you stick with it and you find what works for you.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what you do. Truly matters how you do it, how you show up for yourself. Whether maybe today you had not done anything at all, you're like, okay, when I barely even move. Well, maybe for you, once a week going out for the jog is good enough goal for you to get started. Or maybe for you is, when I'm gonna do 10,000 steps every single day, fantastic. It's whatever you are today, setting the next goal, the next level, help you to get there. The persistence is the key. It's not about that specific goal you set. It's about how you hold yourself accountable towards a better yourself, better version of yourself. And right?
Yeah, 100%.
And I want to also, take a second talking about endorphin.
Oh, right.
We are not the expert of, hormone, but we love endorphin. Like for me specifically, I love workout every day in the morning. That gave me just so much happy and joyness. And I felt when I push myself to that limit, when I commit, say I want to do, 10 push-ups that day, I did that. I felt so happy.
And you can totally tell it in your personality too. I mean, we both, if we don't work out, if we don't do something that day, it doesn't have to be a workout, right? It can just be a morning walk. If we don't get in that morning something, and it doesn't have to be in the morning, I guess, but for us it is. And if we don't get it in, we're just sluggish throughout the day. We don't feel that great about ourselves throughout the day. And it just is something that really kind of, it's a promise that you keep to yourself, right? We kind of alluded to that in one of the previous episodes. It's a promise you keep to yourself. And I think that, we both kind of have some stories and some experiences within this category. I know myself, I was in 2014, up through the end of college and into 2014, I was significantly overweight. And, that was kind of when I started, okay, I need to take better care of myself. So I need to get in better physical shape. And, through your encouragement and also trying to, finding a trainer, I think that, we had put together the three of us had put together a plan of, how we're going to approach this. And, what was looking back on it, it was exactly the same methodology that worked for me, which is what we're kind of promoting here, that, it was small changes, right? So an example of this is, I remember the first day I met the trainer, we talked about, what are your eating habits like? And at that time, I think we were eating out every night of the week. And the first thing he said was, in terms of, diet and stuff like that, it didn't say, okay, start tracking your calories. It didn't say, okay, eat more protein or go on keto or go on low fat. He just says, hey, eat one meal a week at home. Try doing that and come to me. We'll see each other again in 2 weeks. Talk to me about your progress. So that's what I did. Right. And it felt good. Okay. Yeah, I did that. I got those 2 meals in that we made at home in these last 2 weeks. And, I'm kind of ready to take on the next challenge. And so he's like, okay, well, why don't you try eating at home? I think the next time was 2 or 3 meals a week. Right. And then, so you build on that progress. Right. And that's how you get from point A to point B, right? Is you just have to keep going. And I think that's what really more is the framework that we're giving people here, is not one, not one diet or one exercise routine or the other, but really just the idea that, these things are going to take time, and it's really just putting that one foot in front of the other. That's really how you take 1,000 steps.
I love that. I'm Chinese. Confucius usually said, 1,000 miles start the first step in front of you, one step at a time. And I love the analogy you talked about. Exactly. At 2014, he lost 50 pounds of weight. It's not over one night, drastic workout he did. It's truly a gradual lifestyle change, holistically, from eating, from working out, from get moving. Just start moving at all. That will help you really already towards that goal. And I think exactly you mentioned about the promise to ourselves. I think it's so important today in day and age. I'm sure you are busy with your family, with your relationship, with all the things that you are doing today, every day. But taking a moment just for yourself, that 30 minutes, an hour is whatever time you have allowed, whether it's for a walk, for the jog, it's doing that, squat, all the crazy thing that you like to do. Just, make a promise to yourself, check it out at the end of the day. And when you're looking back, a week, a month, a quarter go by, you'll be amazed who you become as a result of it.
And I think the suggestions that we put in here, I think this is probably the category that we had the most. We probably had the most things in here that we had to go through and say, okay, is this one appropriate? Is this going to work out for people? Should they be doing this? Is this something, they're going to need to consult with their doctors first? And, we really kind of put together a list that we thought pretty much anybody could do. Right? Like these were from very time consuming tasks to just fitting in 10 minutes. Right? I mean, I think we got the spectrum in there, and I think we really put together a great list that can benefit almost any age group, almost any sort of physical fitness level. And I think it will really kind of get people on the right track of committing, keeping that promise to themselves and holding themselves accountable, and really at the end of the month, seeing the progress that they made.
100%. And I do want to comment that we are making a suggestion in a progressing manner. So we have things from as small as taking a 30 minutes walk to taking a jog to take a CrossFit class, right? You can see the progressing difficulty of it. So you can pick whatever based on your current situation. And the most important of all is those suggestions just from us, our point of view. You can pick whatever that works for you. Maybe what you are today is like, when I'm going to run a triathlon today, and that's not on your list. Don't worry. The whole world is an oyster. Do whatever that fits you the most. And all that matter is get moving, take care of your body so you can take care of the world.
Right. Yeah, and I think, if you're already working with somebody, or you have a routine that you like, that's great. Put it on there, right? Hold yourself accountable to that routine. There's nothing to say that you have to use our suggestions. That's what's so great about it is you can write in your own goals, right? And you can really customize it to make it your own. The only thing that, we ask is you just hold yourself accountable.
Show up for yourself every single day, just 1% better than yesterday. That is the win.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we are so excited. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, learn about the body, why that matters, and how EverGreener Goal Calendar help you track to your ideal, the future. So thank you guys. See you guys next week.